Hello bros, this is an emergency sort of video that I'm making, so it'll pretty much be just raw and edited footage. It's about the Pokemon Home situation. As you can see on my screen there, it's not affected me, but multiple reports of this happening. The one that we got on our channel, on our Discord, is a guy called Typhon. He's one of our donators. He got an error code 5009013, and actually he can't sign into Pokemon Home on either mobile or Switch. Now, then we went and looked around. GameFAQs, somebody said the same thing pretty much. If you have a look over here, so you'll see some guy said, you know, working fine. Then decided to check Wonder Trades out on my app during my lunchtime, and now this. So what is it? It's the 5009013 issue. Let's go through all of this. So yeah, same issues, same problem. Worried about the clone Pokemon from Pokemon Bank, and so on. So one of the more interesting issues that I've noticed, some of the more common grounds, is some people are saying, and I think this is a high likelihood, some people are saying it's to do with Wonder Trading. I also announced this, and the reason why I suspect that that's the case is because we actually had the same issue with Pokemon Sword and Shield. Is that if a certain Pokemon, a certain type of hacked Pokemon, were traded to you through a surprise trade from someone you don't know, because it's a surprise trade, it will actually crash your game. You can't use the Ycom, and you can't do a few things. This could equally apply to Pokemon Home, especially being an early release, early stages of the release. This could very well be happening. Then people are talking about it on Reddit as well, the same code. And some people are saying it's probably just a server issue, but then a lot of other people can still access the Pokemon Home. In fact, if you look over here again, had Wonder active, Wonder Trades up. People are talking about Wonder Trading being probably the cause of it. Now, if that's not the case, I'll take this video down, because I don't want to cause any spread any misinformation. But for the time being, my recommendation for all people who have not been affected yet: do not use Wonder Trade, Surprise Trade, and Sword and Shield, for that matter as well. And just generally don't transfer Pokemons, because I mean, if you got a certain type of hacked Pokemon from your Sword in your Sword and Shield, and you transferred it into Pokemon Home, it's something that it cannot recognize. I was hearing about Melmetal being one of the hacked ones, and it cannot recognize in Home for some reason. I don't know how true that is, but if it cannot be recognized, then perhaps it can cause a crash, because again, it's still in the early stages of the release on Pokemon Home. Now, there are various reports of other error codes. This guy's saying, you know, I tried deleting, re-downloading, it worked for me. So there are some other error codes that may not be related to this issue, that it could just be a coincidence. So I'll post the links to the Reddit. You guys can have a chat, have a read of it. Come to our Bropenings Discord. We can discuss that as well. So you can see over here, so let's go back to my announcement of the issue. Again, only my opinion. Have a look over here. Pokemon Home may be crashing due to Wonder Trade or Global Trade System, whatever you call it. That's my suspicion, no one else's at this stage. I don't want to, you know, I don't have any proof for it. However, due to malicious surprise trades in Sword and Shield recently, this seems to be a reasonable assumption. Various people have reported that, and they cannot, after using Wonder Trade. Now, Wonder Trade is something you wait, like you put it in the box and you wait until something happens, right? So you don't really know at which point it would cause the crash. Is it the moment that hacked Pokemon gets traded to you, then your crash would occur? So just because you started a Wonder Trade doesn't necessarily mean that's going to crash you immediately if it's related to the transfer of the actual trade of a hacked Pokemon to your account. Unfortunately, I have not heard of anybody with this error code recover yet. Hopefully it's something that's easily fixable on Nintendo's side, on not Game Freak, I'm not sure if it's Game Freak, Pokemon Home side, on server side. I've also started a poll down here in the bottom. If you can all come and So answer this questionnaire so that we can get more information about who has or hasn't had issues and what sort of things they did. So if your Pokemon Home is working right now, vote yes. If it isn't, vote no. If you answered no, your Pokemon Home is not working, did you use Wonder Trade or Wonder Box recently before the crash? Do you have some Pokemons in there waiting to be traded? So we have somebody that voted yes, but they didn't vote no. So it should be that you have to vote no before you vote yes down here. Anyway, if your Pokemon Home is working right now, then if you answer your first question, did you use your if you answered yes to the first question, so your home is working, did you use Wonder Box recently? You go yes or no. There shouldn't be, this last question isn't that important because you could be using Wonder Box legitimately, like without any hacked Pokemons coming in. As well. So yes or no to this question is not sort of my concern. The main concern is every no associated with every yes in this questionnaire. So come over to our Discord. I'll put the link in the description below. To enter and access the entire channel, you do need to do your subscriber proof. Come over first. Our moderators will be able to help you with that if you are running into any troubles.